Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Good morning. It's a very early one today because we are getting a boat from Vietnam to Cambodia.
It's a very eerie morning. We're basically getting a boat, which we've never actually done, to travel from one country or even one place to another. So this is going to be a unique experience for us. We're currently in Chau Dock in Vietnam. We've come to the Basak restaurant, which is where you board, and we'll be getting dropped off in Phnom Penh. It's going to be a long journey. I think it's about 6 to 7 hours in total. We're hoping that it's not too rocky because neither of us deal the best with seasickness.
One thing to know is that there does not seem to be any Grab taxis in this town. The only thing we could find this morning was a Grab bike, which we didn't really want to do with all the luggage, so we had to ask our hotel to book us a taxi. So if you are going to do this, just make sure you're prepared the night before in terms of asking for like a local taxi to be booked, because we were not prepared when we looked this morning and found out that actually there were no taxis in this area, no Grab taxis in this area. So yeah, just something to be aware of. So it's 7:15. We had to be here at 6:30 this morning. The boat goes at 7 a.m. It is an early one, but hopefully it'll be worth it.
I saw the seats up the top at the back, the little wooden ones, and just thought that was it.
Yeah, I thought they were the only ones.
Yeah.
But this is better. I feel like having an assigned, like a proper seat will make me feel better. I am incredibly worried about travel sickness, but hopefully if I can sit near the front and see out, and the fact that I'm going to be in the same seat for the whole time, hopefully that'll be okay.
Hopefully sorts out, yeah. So more and more people seem to be boarding, so I don't know how full it's going to get, but hopefully we'll at least have our own little section of seats to ourselves to try and hopefully get a bit comfy.
So the check-in process was really easy. We booked this on One2Go Asia. We booked it probably about 4 months ago now, but I got here, showed him my booking reference thing, and all fine and easy.
So it's good to note that there also isn't any sort of check-in desk or anything like that. As I said earlier, we got told to just meet at the Basak restaurant, and then there's a little sign on a wall basically saying speedboat this way, so we followed it through some gardens and we arrived. Just found out that the seats recline as well. This is going to be a game changer, I think, because I'm shattered. Everyone must have turned up on a bus or something because it has got very busy all of a sudden. I think we're just about settled now.
At Captain Footung. So right now it takes about 5 hours from here to Phnom Penh, 1 hour from here to the border. After the border, 3 hours, the same boat to Phnom Penh. After the border, we have including some snack to eat, mineral water, the best side with the cup, and special we have a toilet on board.
So we've got to give this guy our passports and the $35 charge for the visa for Cambodia. And then I assume when we get to the passport control, maybe he's just going to take them all or something. I don't know. Just want to note that it's actually going at a really smooth pace at the moment. I was really worried about it being quite bumpy, but actually it's really smooth. Yeah, it's really kind of calm at the moment. Don't know whether maybe when they pick up speed it might get a bit more crazy, but for the time being it's absolutely fine. So we've been travelling for just over an hour, and now we've just got to the Vietnamese border. I'm assuming that we're going to get checked out of Vietnam and that we're then going to go through and do the Cambodian border as well, but we'll see.
He literally said mind your head as I absolutely whacked my head on the ceiling there.
Right, so we've come straight off the boat and come into this, what looks like a little cafe. There's drinks and stuff available to buy. They seem to have hot drinks and cold drinks and whatnot. But I'm a bit confused because I thought we were going to be going straight through the border. So I'm not really sure what we're meant to be doing. We haven't been told. Everyone's just kind of queuing up to get drinks and stuff. This is our boat. So what we're assuming is that the guy who was on the boat has taken all the passports and taken them to the passport control perhaps, and then maybe we'll all just get back on the boat.
I'm so tired.
So they've got snacks over here. Quite a selection actually. Cold drinks, and then you can get coffee and stuff as well. Right, I've been here for 35 minutes and the guys just come along and said, okay, let's go. So I'm assuming we're getting back on the boat. Right, off we go again. I don't know whether that's all of the border stuff done or what.
We say goodbye Vietnam, hello Cambodia.
Goodbye, Vietnam.
Oh, he's getting his flag out.
Welcome to Cambodia. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Back to Cambodia!
In 5 minutes, the boat stop again, and we get off the boat again for visum and take in the passport.
It is too good to be true, wasn't it? Border control it is. Let's get this over and done with.
Okay, everyone's just stopped, so I'm assuming we've just got to wait here. We still haven't been given our passports back from the last one, so I'm assuming he's taken them off again to be checked. Yeah, I guess we just kind of hang around here. No cafe this time. There is toilets though. There were toilets at the last one, I forgot to say. Okay, this isn't too bad. We've found a little bench to sit on. Everyone else is over there.
We look like such outcasts, don't we? They're all
Yeah.
part of the same group though.
Yeah, they're like on like a big tour group together, we think. So I think they all like know each other and stuff. We are a bit like the odd ones out.
What's good to note as well, now we've crossed over into Cambodia, you don't have any signal for your Vietnamese SIM card.
Well, it's kind of obvious.
I know, but what I'm just saying
In
is,
case you forget.
yeah, because
You've only just realised, haven't you?
yeah,
And now he's fuming because he can't play his game.
I could have, if I'd have known, I'd have played my game for like the first hour of it and then slept for the second part of
Yeah.
it. So just be wary of that. Obviously, we've got like another 4 hours left on the boat, so bring some other sort of entertainment, I guess.
I think you can get SIM cards that are kind of for a couple of countries, and you can get ones that,
Have roaming.
yeah, but we tend to just buy our SIM card whenever we arrive in a new country. But bring a book, bring a magazine, bring your headphones. There's plenty you can do, isn't there? Or just chill out. Right, we've been here for about 5-10 minutes, and now the guy is calling out names for the passports. People are now taking their passports and taking them into this little office here.
Oh, that one. Oh, everyone's gone.
Yeah, because you take so long. What happened?
You just asked me to do my 4 fingers and then,
And then it
Put them
came up
down,
on the system that you were dodgy.
yeah, must have been.
He was in there ages. I was in and out really quick.
Everyone's been in and out.
Yeah,
really
people
quick.
kept going past him, and I was like, oh my goodness, what is going on? Right, time to get back on the boat. You've been given a little pack up. Looking forward to this.
Good to know that there are drinks that you can buy on board if you need it. Beer for 20,000 is not that bad. We're having a little food review.
This has got to be the highlight of the trip.
Well, you've not. I was going to say, you don't know what's in it yet.
Oh, okay.
Smells like sandwiches.
So we've got 2 little
Oh.
mini bananas.
They are very mini.
Oh, some little crackers. They look like savoury crackers. Oh, our fave.
Oh no, the fish crackers.
A little, I'm wondering if it's like a salted egg
Oh yeah, trong
cake
pui.
or something. It's quite good though, considering we didn't know we were going to be getting anything. So the fact that we've all got some little snacks to keep us going, I'm
Yeah.
happy with that. Good to know.
So that stop took just under an hour to get through, but it's now time to get back on the road.
Right, we have arrived now to get our luggage and avoid the tuk-tuks. Right, so the guys are bringing the luggage off, which is nice and helpful. Okay, so we just wanted to come on here and finish this video off and just give you some top tips if you are going to take the boat from Vietnam to Cambodia. Tip number 1, bring something warm to wear for the morning because it's actually quite chilly when you first get on the boat, but be prepared that as the journey goes on, it does get warmer and warmer as obviously the sun starts rising. So bring something warm, but also be prepared to take layers off.
Number 2 is just to bring some water, because they didn't actually provide any water whilst we were on the boat. There are drinks for sale though when you get to the border crossing, so when everyone has to get off, there's a little shop there and you can buy drinks there, but bring water just in case.
Number 3, bring snacks. As you saw in the video, they did provide us with snacks, and there is obviously the little shop at the crossing, but just bring some just in case you don't like the snacks they provide. And I think it's just good to always have snacks in your bag just in case you get hungry.
Number 4 is just to bring some dollars with you. The visa is $35, so just make sure you've got enough to pay for that, because I don't think they accept Vietnamese dong.
Next tip, be prepared that when you get into Cambodia, your Vietnam SIM card will no longer be working and therefore you'll have no data. We only realised this at the point that it happened, and obviously we were then left with no data, no signal. So either be prepared with a SIM card that will work in both countries, or just be prepared to buy a SIM card as soon as you get into Cambodia, because we were left a little bit short, not being able to order a taxi and things like that. So just be prepared. And also with no data, we then weren't able to play games on our phones and all that kind of thing. So just be prepared to bring a book or a game or something like that, because you won't have access to the internet on your phone anymore.
So the next one is just to be prepared. If you do get travel sick, bring some travel sickness tablets. It's pretty self-explanatory, obviously, if you do get travel sick. The ride wasn't actually that bumpy overall, so we did bring some travel sickness tablets and we didn't use them in the end, just in case. I'm sure you already have if you do get travel sick, but bring some tablets.
Next one, bring a neck pillow for sleeping. If you like to have a little sleep on long journeys, then a neck pillow is a must, especially because there's not really an opportunity to kind of lay down or anything. We had 3 seats between us 2, which was quite lucky, but the rest of the boat was pretty full, wasn't it? So if you like to have a sleep, then definitely have a neck pillow ready. If you're a frequent traveller, then I'm sure that you'll be taking one anyway.
And on that note, try and get there early. The boat does fill up at the time that it leaves, and if you don't get there early, you end up getting put at the back of the boat, which has wooden seats on it, and it's all open air. It is pretty hot, so it's not going to be the most comfortable ride for a 6-hour journey.
Next one, be prepared that there's no USB chargers on board. We did make sure we had everything charged up beforehand anyway, but just to say, there are no chargers on board. So if you normally bring a power bank, then definitely have a power bank ready and charged up, because it is such a long journey and you might run out of power as you go through.
So number 10 is just to pre-prepare a taxi. In the town that you get the ferry from, Grab isn't an option. Taxis are very few and far between, especially where we stay. Thankfully, we managed to sort out a taxi with our hotel, but when you do also sort out a taxi, because they know that you're tourists, they may charge you extra, so agree a price and make sure it's a reasonable one.
I would say on that, maybe get the taxi organised the night before. We didn't realise that Grab wasn't a thing until the morning, when we were frantically trying to book a taxi and couldn't get one, and then luckily our hotel helped us out. But I would say get it booked the night before, and then at least you won't have to rush around in the morning. Okay, next one is just to note really that we had carry-on cases and were absolutely fine in terms of the amount of luggage that we could take with us. Other people have much larger cases and were absolutely fine. I think on the ticket it said something about restrictions with what baggage you could take, but they didn't seem to be restricting anybody, and people with larger cases seemed to get on fine and there were no problems with that. So don't worry too much about how much baggage you've got.
The next one is just a bit of a heads up really. It takes about 6 hours. On the booking I think it says it does take a little bit longer than that. The 6 hours do fly by even though you don't have any sort of entertainment. I slept through it all, which helped, But the stops do also help. The time that you stop to cross the border, the time that you do the visa and everything like that, that's all part of those 6 hours. It does actually go a lot faster than we were anticipating it to.
Lastly, just to say that the staff are really friendly. Most of them speak in English. They just made it a lot more kind of enjoyable, and they were really informative, telling you exactly what was going on and what was happening and what you needed to do at different points. So
Almost like a tour guide.
yeah, and it was really sweet when you got the Cambodia flag out when we passed the border and all that kind of thing. Yeah, it was a really nice experience in that sense. They were lovely and would definitely recommend their customer service in that sense. Overall, it was a good option. It was a lot cheaper than flying, that's why we chose to do it, and I would do it again. It wasn't difficult. 6 hours I don't think was that bad. We've taken much longer bus journeys before, and yeah, I would definitely recommend it if you're looking for a cheaper option to get from Vietnam to Cambodia or vice versa.
I think the main problems was actually the before and the after. The actual boat journey in itself was really easy and really simple. It's just the whole preparation before. Obviously, as I said, you need to book a taxi, you need to get that all sorted, and then afterwards we had the similar situation because we didn't have data that we couldn't book a taxi, so we ended up having to get a tuk-tuk. As long as you kind of are prepared for those 2 bits, everything in between just falls into place quite simply.
So yeah, we hope you've enjoyed this one. Hopefully it's been an informative one, and that's what we really wanted out of this video, to make sure that anyone who wants to do this trip is fully informed before they go, because this was the kind of video that I probably would have wanted before we took this trip. So we said, let's do it and let's make a video so that anyone who's thinking of booking this will be able to watch the video and hopefully have a heads up on all those things before they go.
There is a link in the description if you did want to book this boat. It's not a sponsor, but it is an affiliate link. So if you found this video useful and wanted to help support our channel, by all means, feel free to book through that. It doesn't cost you a penny more, but it does help us out.
And yeah, like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you in the next one.
See ya.
Bye.